I want to talk about compromise. I got some tea this morning, and on the end of the tea bag, there was a message about compromise, and it made me remember something that I thought about compromise a while ago, and how I think compromise is a myth, especially in relationships, whether romantic, platonic, friendship. A lot of people usually think that relationships require sacrifice, they require compromise, they require you to give up something in order to keep a relationship. They require you to accept standards that are lower than is desirable to you. Now, typically when you are someone who has a lot of toxic or unhealthy experiences in your life, especially rooted in your childhood, you grow up to be a people pleaser or someone who constantly runs away from any sign of healthy. Healthy is just, it just sets an alarm bell off in your brain and you're just like, no, I don't want to deal with that. Or if you do, you don't know how to. You get scared, you freeze up, it's unfamiliar. And when you get to know someone, there's kind of just this assumption that everything's gonna go well, that both of you know exactly what to do in order to keep each other happy and wanting to stay in the relationship. And usually there aren't a lot of uncomfortable conversations had, because that could be a whole topic for another video about uncomfortable conversations rather than hard conversations. I don't believe that healthy conversations are hard conversations, but we'll save that for another day. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of the effects of living a life that lacks true love. I want to focus on the compromise aspect of it. So when you're getting to know someone and you want it to last, there's a great importance in getting to know who you are and what you want, what you need in a relationship to be happy, to feel loved, comfortable, and safe. If you don't know those things, or at least know what you don't want in a relationship, it's very easy for you to get lost in a dynamic that ends up taking advantage of you, or not considering you, or keeping you in a state of survival mode. When you're rooted in self-love, or at least some self-knowing, and you're open to whoever you want to be in a relationship's experience with you, who they are and what they want and need in order to feel loved and safe and appreciated in a relationship, that helps you decide if you want to continue the relationship or not. That helps you see if the relationship will last past where you currently are. And a lot of people think that making a relationship last is more important than actually feeling good in the relationship. So they think they have to compromise. Compromise a part of their happiness, their comfortability for the other person. But relationships that last the longest, healthy ones at least, don't require compromise. Compromise implies that both parties has to sacrifice something in order to stay together. I equate compromising with abandoning yourself for someone else in the name of love. But love doesn't require compromise. It may take risk, but never compromise. You should be rooted in who you are and what you need, and be excited about accepting the other person for who they are and giving them what they need to keep the love alive. Love is about giving. Receiving is just a byproduct of that. When you truly love someone, you figure out what it is, how it is they need to be loved, and give them that, and give them the space to flourish, to bloom, to thrive, to shine, and not feel like you're losing anything in order to do that. And if you are losing something, it's not worth keeping over the person in front of you, the person you claim to love. When you reach the flow state of love with someone, all you really think about and want to do is figure out what would make the other person happy right now, what would make them feel better, feel calm, whatever they need in this moment. You would figure that out and you would do everything in your power to give it to them. And the results of giving them what they need in the moment is the energy that is given to them in order to do the exact same for you. It's a constant cycle of giving, a beautiful cycle, a calm cycle, a safe cycle, a healthy cycle that honors the name of love. And I really stress the importance of giving them what they need. Not just giving them love, not just giving them things, giving them what they specifically need in order to feel that energy boost. You give them what they need, they have the energy to give you what you need, which gets you excited to give them what they need, and they do the same for you. The message on the end of my tea bag is quality means we never compromise. A high quality relationship between two healthy people has no compromise. Both parties honor each other's value willingly out of love, not out of obligation. Because love expands you. It doesn't burden you. If you feel weighed down, that's not love. Love frees you. It doesn't control you. If you have to make compromises, that's basically telling the other person, what I'm compromising is more valuable than you, and I care more about it, and I hate to have to get rid of it or sacrifice it in order to stay with you. That's essentially what you're saying. That's all I ever hear. And if there's like a thing where you're thinking of it in a way where, no, they're sacrificing something for you, they're compromising with you to be with you, that's a good thing. Then now I hear, I chose you over this. Be grateful. Which doesn't sit well either. It sounds like they want to be doing that other thing instead of being with you in the moment. I wouldn't romanticize that or call that healthy, because that's where obligation and burden come in. Because if you really cherish that person, you missing out on something is not going to be considered a compromise. It's not going to be considered something lost. For example, you're just going to be like, I get to hang out with my partner or my friend that I haven't had one-on-one time with in a while. I'll just reschedule this, for example, and that's it. No feeling of burden, no complaints, just, I'm going to reschedule. It's fine. And it's truly fine. It's truly okay. Like, you want to do that so bad so that you can spend quality time with your friend or partner. And that friend or partner will reschedule something in the same way. And they will think nothing of it. Because if you think about it, not only does compromise imply that you have to stop doing something that you want to do, but it also implies that you have to do something you don't want to do at the exact same time. You're not supposed to feel restricted in healthy relationships. If you do, you guys probably aren't compatible. Compatibility, amongst other things, are what makes relationships last and thrive. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm gonna have a sweet day, and I hope you will too. Bye.